to make this relatable as an example on the internet for you guys, let's use somebody that has a coaching business and they're in the relationship space. Somebody that has a coaching business in the relationship space is looking for people that either are married, or maybe they're divorced, or maybe they're looking to get married, or maybe even they're looking to work on their relationship with like their brother or their sister or their friend, right? Whatever that is, that target audience, it's all pretty much the same thing. You're focused on relationships, okay? So you know who your audience is. Now you're looking to figure out where are those people in the world, right? What else are they doing? And you would try to find relevant products, services, what have you, and be able to then figure out how can you get in front of those people with your offer, right? That's relevant. In this case, you know, if you're a coach, you might want to get on people's podcasts, right? As a guest. You might want to write a blog post as a guest writer in somebody's blog. That's relevant, right? In those scenarios, what's happening is when people are getting on a podcast, right, as a guest, what's happening is they're spending their time to talk to the host. That host has a bunch of followers, right? My podcast has a bunch of followers. My YouTube channel has followers, right? My Instagram handle has followers. So if anybody can do a deal with me and I'm now publishing that content, they're immediately going to get in front of my audience. I'm going to introduce whoever that person is to my audience. Why would I do that? Right? I'm a nice guy, but I would do it because they're delivering me some valuable content that I can now deliver to my audience that I think will be helpful. And that's what I'm trying to do, right? Like, I'm just trying to give you guys good content to help you guys with your business, right? Give you guys ideas of ways to think about how you can either grow your business or start a new business, right? So for me, that's valuable, right? I want to build goodwill with my audience, right? So eventually, when I want to make my offer, then you guys who are interested would be like, oh yeah, you know what? This guy, been following him for a year. He knows what he's talking about. He seems to be doing pretty well. I want to check it out. Right? I like him. I trust him. Right? And the people that do, it's because I'm continuously publishing content, trying to just over deliver and give you value. So in this scenario, when you're now the guest speaker on a podcast, the thing here is that it's just powerful because you're going to add value. You're going to go and give people things that they didn't have before you showed up. If you're somebody that knows how to generate leads, me, right? And I go onto a podcast and start talking about, you know, the 3 easiest ways to generate leads, or ways to arbitrage media, how to create cash flow without spending any of your own money, right? Those are all like valuable things, really valuable things. I could sell that for millions of dollars to people, right? Because on the back end of that, once you learn and understand how to do it, you could make multi-millions of dollars a year. So it's valuable. Right? So I would go on and do that with a podcast host, right? The relationship coach is going to want to go on and start to talk about parts of the value of their core offer and start to throw real valuable information that they sell and put it out to the world and help people. You don't want to just like not give them anything. I see a lot of people that are afraid to give up information that they sell. And I'll tell you guys, 99% of the people in the world, if you just talk about what it is you know, what your expertise is, people are not going to be able to take that information and go with it and build businesses. They still are going to need you. Okay? Maybe 1% of the people in the world will be able to hear it. You're giving them some secret sauce, and then they're able to take that and then take it to the next level. But those people would never have been your customers anyway. And at the end of the day, the world's big enough for many, many businesses because it's all about niches, right? There's plenty of lead generation companies out there that do what I do. And we all somehow find a way to make a pretty good living, right? There's tons of coaches out there, right? There's tons of different funnel software. There's tons of different Facebook agencies. There's tons of different copywriters, right? There's tons of different relationship coaches, inspirational coaches. It's just because you're appealing to different people. Some people may like me, some people may not like me. But in this case, for the relationship person, if they can get on that podcast, they can deliver value, right? Now they're, number one, they're giving content to the podcast. They're solving a problem by, this podcast guy's got to figure out how to give good content about relationships, but they don't really know it as well as this expert does, right? This person does this every day. So by coming on and giving them some of this value that they sell, right? It's huge. Amazing. Maybe this person even learns. The podcast host maybe learns from the relationship coach. They probably do, right? In that case. So number one is they figure out the need. Two is they now are solving a problem. Three is they're delivering. They're coming on to the show and they're actually giving real value. And they're presenting it in a way that's digestible in a simple way if you meet them for the first time. So number three is they're actually executing on that. And at the end of the podcast, they could make an offer, right? The podcast host would typically say, well, if you like this relationship coach, you can go to www.relationshipchallenge.com, right? Or maybe the relationship coach has some free giveaway, like you can go and download their free guide on the 10 simple ways to do a quick start relationship patch up. I don't know what it's called, but something like that, that you can use before you ever even talk to me. That's just, a very high level, like basic thing to work on in a relationship. Go here to www.quickguiderelationship.com to download your free guide. Well, in that case, the person would have to go and put their email address in. Boom. In the case that they drove them to a page to get more information, maybe that person has a free challenge, or maybe they have a webinar that they're driving traffic to at that point once you go and check them out, right? Whatever their business model is, that's all stays the same. This is just the front end of you tapping into somebody's audience.